Welcome, my beautiful patrons, to your weekly reading. This is predictions, advice, guidance. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what this week is going to bring you, seekers. So, in front of you, we have three groups. We have group number 1, and we have door number 1. We have group number 2, door number 2. We have group number 3, and this is door number 3. So go ahead, take a moment, make the selection that just calls your attention. Make the selection that essentially you feel most connected to. The door that just, makes you want to walk through it. And I will leave the timestamps in the description below. See you in your groups. Welcome, group number 1, to your weekly reading. Let's go ahead and take a look behind your oracle cards. What messages lie behind them? All right, so we're going to start with the door that you picked. Let's take a look. We have here a distant kiss, a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here. That through sunlight and rain, I need you near. Interesting. And then your oracle card for the Seasons of the Witch is light. Hope is but a word casting the unseen. Let there be light where light is but a dream. Wow. My goodness. These two cards are actually pretty interesting because I'm getting this sense of maybe a secret admirer, some kind of person who potentially you had a fallout or a falling out with, someone who's in some ways distant from you energetically, physically. And I feel like maybe for some of you there are unresolved issues that need resolving, right? I think there's some closure that needs to be had. And I think that this week it actually might offer you some of that for some of you. Now, the light card is very interesting, because that card is, essentially just talking about shining light towards the situations that potentially are not helping you, right, or are not assisting you. There is a sense of hope here in all areas of your life. There is a spark that's going to be reignited in some areas. So the dynamic light that is offered by that card just helps you feel a little more confident, essentially. There's a sense of happiness, there's a sense of positivity, there's a sign of success as well, and also there is a positive resolution in whatever area there's been darkness. So this could definitely be in career. Honestly, I feel that this is relationship based. The fact that we've got that oracle card talking about a distant kiss, right? A prayer flag. There's a wish, there's a desire for some closure with someone, and I just feel like there is going to be some understanding, some illumination in this area. So let's just go ahead and see what else the cards bring. We're going to use the Tarot Vintage. I've never used this tarot deck before in any readings on YouTube or with you, so this is the first time, I think. I'm not sure, actually. It is a new deck, so we'll see. It's the Tarot Vintage, and here we are. This is what the week is going to bring you. Alright, so we've got some pretty dynamic energies here. Very dynamic energies. Let's see. Let's take a good look at these cards. So, we start with the 10 of Cups reversed. We also have the Queen of Cups reversed. So these are emotions. These are definitely situations and things that have not gone well. Just emotionally, it's been very, I would say, cloudy. It's just muddy waters, a blockage, emotional blockage. And so I feel that this is what these two cards are talking about, bringing light to something, bringing understanding to a situation in a relationship. Now, for some of you, this person could definitely be a friend, a really good friend. We've got the Queen of Cups here reversed, and I feel like maybe that is a representation of that person, or it's a representation of you and how you felt when things were just not ideal. So I feel that this person is going to definitely come back, talk to you about those troubles and why things happened the way that they happened. One of the reasons you've got that Wheel of Fortune reversed is because of that event and what it actually meant for you in your life, and how just damning and truly horrifying and just I would say maybe even a bit chaotic, with that Wheel of Fortune reversed, which led you to the Hierophant reverse, which is kind of a breakdown, right? A breakdown of your reality, a breakdown of what you knew to be true, a breakdown of confidence, a breakdown of hope, a breakdown of faith, just a breakdown in its entirety, right? It led you to a place where people tend to not come out of, right? It's a place of despair, a place of torment, a place of just mental anxiety, or just sorrowfulness. And you are going to gain some understanding. There is going to be a resolution for this week. You are going to understand why that happened. You're going to be able to essentially process that time just a little better. And so another thing that I'm seeing is that it's going to assist you when it comes to your home, when it comes to building, when it comes to your process, when it comes to your energy. I feel that a lot of you have been a bit depressed or upset, right? Ace of Wands reverse talks about just feeling like you're zapped of energy, like you can't move forward, like you can't really find your spark and your drive and your ambition. It's like you are having trouble. And so I feel that with this energy that you're about to go through, with this understanding, with this closure, you're going to be able to tap into the Four of Wands that's shown here. And that Four of Wands is essentially telling you that you're going to be able to come to a new understanding. And that new understanding will lead to new ventures. That new understanding will lead to new experiences. You're going to be able to set your house in order. And once you set your house in order, your mind will be in order, your emotions will be in order, and you're going to energetically just be at the place you want to be for future weeks. So this week is definitely a very interesting one. Again, a resolution, or not really a resolution, but just an understanding, and ultimately, potentially a forgiveness, or the ability to just see past it and understand that the reason why you are where you are today is because you went through that. So very interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards and see what advice we get from them. Since there's such a strong love message here, I'm going to throw a Lover's oracle card, and I'm just going to see what the message here is. All right. So the message: life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Okay, wow. So definitely that is something that I'm picking up on, and now we have here an understanding of exactly what what Spirit wants you to learn and to grasp and to understand. So that is definitely very powerful, right? Very powerful message. Let's go ahead and throw just one more. Just one more. All right, so here we are. The message is: look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Wow, okay, so we have some analysis that needs to take place. We have this understanding of needing to energetically put some thought, put some action into this area. There's definitely things that want to be revealed. There's this energy of just illumination and light and bringing understanding to maybe an area that's been plaguing you in your life. But you do have to do the necessary work. Just look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. I think you're being called to do some shadow work, to come to an understanding of why this is hindering you, why this is just making you feel this way. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what else the oracle cards can reveal to us. So we're gonna throw a moon magic. Let me see what the moon magic oracle cards can tell us that your affirmation for the week is going to be. All right, so your affirmation for the week is, I know my shadow side and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. Bam, right? It's funny, we were just talking about doing some shadow work, right? And shadow work is essentially learning exactly what that shadow side is, that's been bothering you, that's been taking control when you don't want it to take control. So how can you find out what that shadow is, and how can you essentially use it to your betterment, to your benefit, right? So that is what needs to happen for this week. It's important for you to do the work necessary to reveal that shadow, to shine the light to the shadows, and gain an understanding, a deeper understanding of yourself, so that you can apply it and gain results for any future endeavor of yours. All right, so let's go ahead and throw one more oracle card, just one more, and let's see what we get. This is from the Priestess of Light. So we have got sacred breath and sound, life force, communication. You know, I feel like there's a lot of communication and a lot of information that's about to be brought to you for this week. You know, I feel like there's definitely going to be a new experience, a new way of viewing things, a new reality. And it's important for you to, I think, you know, go to a quiet place, try and be as calm and serene as you possibly can for the week, as you go through this examination, as you essentially study yourself and analyze yourself, analyze the decisions that you're making, analyze why you're choosing to speak the way that you're speaking, communicating the way that you're communicating. Try and tap into that, and you will gain understanding of why things are happening in your life. And I think that your spirit guides, you know, anytime I see a dolphin, I think of a spirit guide and an energy of someone trying to assist you, that's going to be right alongside you, guiding you. So just allow for this energy to guide you, to show you. Listen to your intuition a little better. Try and gain clarity this way. All right, so that is what I see here. Group number 1, thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought about this reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2, to your weekly reading. This is guidance, advice, what's coming, you know, predictions. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what is coming for this week. So you picked a pretty intense door. Okay, let's see what's behind it. Walkabout. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. The indigenous lessons you find. Will to survive. Interesting. All right, now this is a card from the Witches, the Seasons of the Witches. Let's see what it is. Self-care. If not me, then who? To tend to a wholeness, the parts in which surrender thy pulse for a heart that's nearer than any other. Interesting. All right, so this is an interesting combination here, right? Because on one oracle card, you're being told to discover a path, a sacred path. And what this sacred path is essentially leading you to is an understanding of who you are as a person, who you are, where you came from culturally. And it's almost like, you know, this discovery of you and your heritage and your culture and where you come from and how that's important right here, right now. It's going to in some ways assist you as you move forward with your goals and your ambitions. But also with this other oracle card, you are being tasked with self-care. Now, this self-care is not what we normally associate with self-care. Like tea, going out and just relaxing and maybe reading a book or watching a movie, taking a day off. This is the kind of self-care that requires work, right? It's the type of self-care that says, I'm going to clean my house so that I can put my house in order, and then in turn that will energetically put me in order. That will put my mind, my thoughts in order. And as I clean, I see all of the darkness be completely eradicated from me, right? So that's the kind of self-care that this oracle card is talking about, right? Tending to that wholeness and a sense of surrender to gain understanding. So, I feel like when you put these two cards together, I think that you are being tasked with discovering different aspects of yourself and who you are. I think that maybe for some of you, maybe you're a bit lost. There's a sense of trying to find your identity or not knowing where you belong in the world. I think that this week you're going to make strides. You're going to be able to understand fully where you are, what direction you should take, what's going to truly make you happy. So interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot cards. We're going to throw tarot cards from the Tarot Vintage deck. This is definitely a new deck. I don't think I've used it on YouTube or here in Patreon, but I hope you like it. It's the Rider-Waite, just in vintage format. So what is this week going to bring you guys? What is this week bringing you? What is it bringing you? Okay, so yeah, you see we have definitely a complete breakdown of what was to what's going to be and how that is going to just assist you. So, I feel like this is the week to be quiet, to not interact with too many energies, too many people. This is definitely the week to do, I would say, some internal work. You've got the High Priestess showing up here. The High Priestess, for me, it's always the card of just stillness, quiet, deep analysis, internal work, so that you can be able to just move forward. And I think that the reason why this needs to happen is because there's this energy around you of needing or wanting financial success, but it not presenting itself to you. And so this is an area of anxiety for you, which is why we've got that Nine of Swords. It's why we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and it's why we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So I see that a lot of you, you want to have these entrepreneurship ideas. You want to make your dreams a reality. You want to be your own boss. But on a mental level, it's creating and generating certain fears, and so it's causing you to not act, to not move forward, potentially to procrastinate. And so that energy, it's keeping you down, right? And what you're being asked for this week is to really analyze this, and I think that where you get started is by learning about your heritage, learning about your line, learning about maybe potentially your grandparents, your great-grandparents, learning about what what hindered them, what kept them down. Were they happy? Were they able to accomplish their goals? Were there things that they wish that they could do? So these things are going to help you and assist you. I'm a big believer in generational bondage. Definitely this almost passing down of shadows. And the reason why is because we learn these things, we learn these behaviors from our family. And so if you're able to identify what areas they lacked in, you might be able to gain understanding in your own life and move forward effectively, move forward dynamically, to the point where you're going to reach the energy of the Nine of Cups. And that energy of the Nine of Cups is complete satisfaction. You being happy with your work, you having gone through a journey, having gone through a period of knowledge and growth and expansion, leading you to this place where you just feel like things are ideal. You feel like everything is as it should be with the Nine of Cups. And so there's definitely a journey that needs to take place for this week. Group number 2, a journey of discovery, to just be able to shine some light on the shadows that have been hindering you. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards. We're just going to throw some oracle cards and see what the oracles reveal to us. We're going to start with information from the angelic realm. Let's see what advice the angels have for you for this week. Alright, we've got Archangel Sandalphon. And Archangel Sandalphon is here to inform you to tune in to your divine potential, bring the world into harmony. My. So that is a big task, right? You're being tasked by this archangel to tune in to your divine potential. So we see that reflected in the tarot. We literally we were literally just talking about that, right? The energy of the high priestess, being still, being quiet, being silent. The reason why is because you're trying to tap into something. You're trying to put your thumb on what the problem is. You're trying to put your thumb on the life itself, right? And so you're trying to gain an understanding of yourself. You're trying to gain an understanding of what's going on energetically. And so I feel that, with this archangel now calling it the divine potential, it tells me that inside of you there's a Pandora's box that wants to be unlocked. And so in order for you to be able to get to that Pandora's box, you have to walk through the high priestess. The high priestess is the one that gives you access to the mysteries. And so you have to take that journey. And so I feel that behind all of this, you are going to be able to achieve your dreams and your ambitions. You've got here the Nine of Cups, which is talking about reaching that place. Again, Nine of Swords is what's keeping you blocked, right? Not being able to process things on an emotional level. The Knight of Cups is talking to you about the journey and what you need to do and what you need to explore and how you can't give up and how you need to keep moving forward and take that walk. So interesting. And the fact that you've got this archangel telling you to bring the world into harmony, the only way that you are going to be able to do anything for this world is if you yourself are in harmony. You can't try and change the world. You can't try and manifest greatness if you yourself just don't have it inside of you. And so in order for you to be able to bring harmony to the world, to the people around you, you have to feel it deep down inside. So if at any point you feel like that has been fleeting, if it's not something that you are essentially energetically vibrating currently under, then really examine yourself. Why is this? What's going on? How can I bring harmony to myself? All right, so that's the questions that you have to ask for this week. If at any point you feel yourself feeling down and out, feeling disenfranchised, to like these pentacles reversed, feeling like you want to bring about change to yourself, but it's lacking in some way, why is that? And why is this so important to you? It's definitely a big journey ahead for you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the Priestess of Light has to share with us. Let's see what the Priestess of Light wants to tell us for this week. Group number 2. Let's see. Wisdom. All right, so you've got here a very interesting card. Wisdom, learning, joy, art, music. I like that. So I think that maybe for some of you, you should explore maybe using some music therapy, art therapy. These things bring you joy. There's also a lot of learning that you can do from these things. There's definitely an understanding that you're going to gain and achieve. Also, make sure that you are tuning into the music, the art, and the joy that's associated with your culture. Very important, right? Your culture, where you are, where you've come from, These things are just going to bring you an even deeper understanding of yourself. So make sure that you're doing that, taking the time to do that for this week. All right, so that is what I see here. Group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3, to your weekly readings. This is weekly guidance, advice, predictions, what's coming next. So we're going to go ahead and reveal what's behind this door. You picked a very beautiful door, by the way. Let's see what's behind it. The art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Okay. Like that. And so this is the card from the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. You've got ringing the bells. Ring thy bell to cast them out. Ring thy bell and dance about. Swirl the sounds amidst the winds. Nowhere to hide, for all will ring. Yes. My goodness, this is such a joyful energy. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm happy because the last two groups weren't so, right? There was a lot of internal work that needed to happen, but boy, oh boy, is this exciting energy here. So this is a very exciting week for you, group number 3. This is the week where you tap into joy, where you have as much fun as you possibly can. This is the week where you are just going to feel so joyous. And so if you at any point are feeling a bit down, if you're feeling chaotic, there's no reason to, right? There's just no reason to for this week. This is the week where you are able to just sing, dance. It's important for you to find the joy in everything, right? You are being told to be bold in your skin, so that's interesting. And I feel that maybe that message is more for the people who, they don't want to go out, or they don't want to take a risk, maybe out of some fear. And definitely with everything that's going on, it's understandable. But you are being tasked this week to be a bit more bold, right? If you want to go out somewhere, go ahead and go out. If you want to explore a club, if you want to explore some kind of new place that's fun and that's entertaining, go ahead and do it. Be bold. Let that just beautiful energy of love and dance and sight just take over you, right? And so with the ringing of the bells, what you essentially have here is joy all around, right? Music all around. Energetically, everything is just a sound. So beautiful. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot and see what energies are going to be available to you for this week. What we can uncover. Let's see. We're going to use a new deck, the Tarot Vintage. I don't think I've used this in YouTube, but we are going to use it here. Alright, look at this. So I think that you guys are really hard workers. Okay, this is my hustle group right here. This is my hustle group. You guys are hustlers. You guys definitely get out there and go after that coin, right? Because we've got the Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Also, it is what's coming, right? It is definitely an energy of what is coming towards you. All right, so let's go ahead and just go card by card. First, let's start with the Justice card reversed. The reason why it's reversed is because in some areas you are being taken advantage of. I think that maybe some of you are being overworked. You're being demanded of a lot. Potentially this could be in your career, your job, at home as well. It's like you hardly have any time for yourself, for some of you. And it's time to balance things out, right? It's time to really bring things back into balance. And I feel like, if you can take some time off for this week, I think that would be ideal. It is going to help you. It's going to benefit you energetically, physically, mentally, in all areas. I feel that you guys are the group of going out and being active, which, I think that you might find happiness in pursuing financial success. I think you might find happiness in work, right? But I think that what this week would be most beneficial for you to do is to try and enjoy yourself and do projects that are things that you haven't done and that you thought about doing that would be great, but that you've held back on because maybe of some fear. So this is a week where you overcome those fears. This is a week where you try and do something fun that will bring you happiness and joy. And also, we have an energy here with the Ten of Pentacles of the family. So not only will you benefit from this yourself individually, Ace of Pentacles is kind of confirming that you yourself individually will benefit from it, but also your entire family will. We have a representation here of the whole family partaking in this new bold venture of the, this new exciting energy of fun and happiness and joy and contentment and just going with the flow. And it's important for you to do it because this is what's truly going to bring balance into your family's life, into your life. So we've got two very important cards to examine here. Temperance, right? The angel that keeps that balance, right? This is emotional balance, mind, body, spirit, just all being balanced and just going with the flow and understanding that life has this rhythm and you can't really try and escape it. And if you try and escape it, what ends up happening is that you just unfortunately are led astray, and so things start coming that shouldn't be. And The fact that we've got that Temperance upright and the Justice card reversed tells me that you might be trending in a direction where it might not be very beneficial for you, right? It's like, I think maybe it's, burnout. Potentially you're working so much or doing so much that it might lead to errors and error in judgment. And so to avoid those errors, to avoid those problems in the future, you are being asked to tune into this balancing energy here with Temperance, joy, happiness, contentment, right? And I think that for those of you that are maybe worried about money or resources, I think that this week it's telling you you don't have to. This is a week where you offer up some of your finances in order to enjoy yourself, in order to truly, in order for you to truly feel happy and content, right? So you don't have to worry about money. I think that what this reading is reminding you of is that you are abundant. You have what you need. You have the resources at your hand to be able to offer it for some fun, for experiences, for memories. Also, for others, I think that this week you are going to gain some kind of financial footing. I think that maybe potentially you are going to maybe get a promotion, or you're going to find a new job. There's this energy of new financial ventures, new financial blessings. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, right? So we've got money coming in, money in the family. Maybe someone in the family gets some kind of promotion, some kind of new job, some kind of good news financially. And I think that when that happens, it's worthy of celebration, right? This isn't something that you just say, oh, great, wow, that's awesome, and just forget about it. No, celebrate it, right? Everyone, the whole family, let's celebrate this new thing that is happening, right? All right, so let's throw some oracles and see what the oracles recommend for this week. We're going to start with the archangels. Let's see what the archangels have to tell us. Archangel Raziel. Interesting. So Archangel Raziel is challenging you. Archangel Raziel is telling you, seek and you will find. Be a wise one. All right? So it's almost like a challenge, but a good one, right? It's like maybe what you've been wanting and yearning for hasn't essentially, the answers to that has not been presented to you. And you're wondering, why is this happening? Why is this occurring? When will this happen? When will this occur? And I feel like Archangel Raziel is telling you, use your voice, say it out loud, ask the question and wait. And when you wait, make sure that you are doing your part to potentially just be clear and concise to the point where when the answer presents itself, you're able to energetically pick up on it. And I feel that, for a lot of you, the way to do that is by tuning into this energy of fun and joy and contentment. That's why you can take some time off and tap into this energy of fun and get away from work for a little bit. It actually will increase your finances. It will increase your value. It will increase you in all areas, right? Sometimes we want to work to try and figure out a problem, a solution to a problem, an answer to something that we've been seeking. But unfortunately, it doesn't present itself to us the more we work. The more we work, the further it gets. And sometimes when we just take a day off, when we take a break and we do something else and we fill ourselves up with so much excitement towards something else, while we're doing that, the answer presents itself to us, right? Because we're reaching now a place of balance. We're not in a place of extremes. And so I feel that if for you are prone to extremes, to the point where you're just doing the same thing over and over again, that's an extreme. It's time to reach a place of balance. And in doing that, you are going to gain the answers to things that you've been asking for. All right, let's go ahead and see what the Priestess of Light has to share with us. Let's see. We've got friendship. Interesting. Friendship, we've got support, we've got fun, we've got unity, we've got play. I mean, this is your final card, and it's almost a summary of everything that we've been talking about, right? Friendships, support, fun, unity, play. Boy, oh boy. So this is definitely the week to just give yourself into that energy of fun, excitement, joy. There's no reason for you to feel down or downtrodden or in any ways energetically chaotic. You're just in a place right now where things are going to start clicking for you. And I think that for a lot of you, things have already been clicking. You just have to get to that next level. And the way that you do it is to take a step back and just tune into this energy of fun. That's where you reach that balance. And once you reach that balance in your life, you're going to be able to start seeing new experiences. All right? So that is what I see here. Thank you, Seekers, for watching. Love you guys. Bye-bye.